Hello everybody. Today we are going to be making an easy, delicious snack that'll not only satisfy your hunger needs, but it'll show you how to use a crock pot. Now if you're starting off learning how to cook, crock pots are an amazing tool because you fix it and you forget it. So what you'll do is, you'll put your ingredients in the crock pot and then you set it to either high or low and you'll do your amount of hours, however long it takes to cook. And all you really have to do is maybe check it every once in a while to make sure it's not drying out, whatever you're cooking. And generally, though, you don't have to. So I'm really excited to do this today. These grape jelly meatballs, they're a popular appetizer at parties and, baby showers, all sorts of things. So today I'm going to show you how to make it. There's different variations, but the one that I like the best is with barbecue sauce, grape jelly, and meatballs. And if you don't like meatballs, you can switch out and use the little sausages. And some people don't use barbecue sauce. A lot of people use a chili sauce. So whatever you prefer, you can try. And if you have any variations, we'd love to see it. So let's get to it. Alright, in our mixing bowl, we're going to have about 1.5 cups of barbecue sauce and 1.5 cups of grape jelly. I'm just going to squeeze this in there. And then I have a rubber spatula to help me get it back out. And I didn't want to dirty up too many dishes, so I'm just going to fill this half full. And it doesn't have to be exactly perfect measurements. If you want it more saucy, you can add more sauce. If you like them a little bit less saucy, you can add less sauce. And then I have 32 ounces of meatballs, by the way. There are recipes that call for less. There's recipes that call for more. It's whatever you have. You can always adjust it since this is such an easy recipe. I had to get a spoon for my jelly. I always forget how small that opening of the jar is. Spoon that out. It's a little messy. If you make a mess, it's okay. Your parents might say otherwise, but as long as you clean it up afterwards, that's all that counts. So that's one. I'll add another half of this. Okay, that's good. Now that we have that in our bowl, we're going to mix it as best as we can. Get it all combined. It doesn't have to be perfect because when you put it in on top of your meatballs and you turn the heat on, it'll start warming up and it'll get good and mixed the rest of the way. It's always weird to me how this comes out and it makes a really delicious snack. Because would you think of making a peanut butter or a jelly and barbecue sandwich? I wouldn't. But it's really good on meatballs, so you never know. I wonder who decided this, who came up with this. Be an interesting thing to find out. Alright, move on to our next step. Now you're going to take your meatballs and just put them in your crock pot. I chose home-style meatballs, but you can do Italian meatballs if you wanted. And then you're going to take your jelly mixture and just pour it on top. Try to get as much out as I can so I don't waste anything. And then just kind of give it a stir so that every one of them are covered. Alright, now that I've got them all in there, I'm going to put on my lid. And I'm going to turn it on high. On a high, it takes about 2 hours to complete. On low, it takes about 4 hours. So if you don't need it until later, you can always set it to low so that it'll be ready when you need it. And if it gets ready before you need it, most crock pots have a warm setting, and that'll keep it warm, but it won't continue to really cook it. Like, it'll cook a little bit, but generally it just keeps it warm and tries not to cook it anymore. Alright guys, so I'll be back in about 2 hours to check on these. All I have to do is leave them sitting so they can cook. And when I come back, I'll show you all what they look like, and I'll give a taste test. And I'm sure some of the other librarians will like how they taste too. So I'll see you then. Alright, it's been about 2 hours now, a little bit over 2 hours, and I'm going to check to see if our meatballs are done, which they should be, because their meatballs are pre-cooked, so whenever you put them in a crock pot, you just need to make sure that they're heated all the way through. So let's check it out. Alright, time to reveal the final product. Oh yeah. Looky here. Yummy. Delicious. Alright. Let me plate some up and we'll give it a try. There are a couple ways that you can serve these meatballs. You can just scoop them out and serve them on a plate or a bowl. You can have people scoop them into their plates, or if you wanted to put them on a plate, because I'm just going to scoop some onto my plate like that. But if you wanted to do something easy for if people were in a line and you didn't want to do the crock pot, I know I've seen people take toothpicks and put them in so that people can just come and grab a meatball and take it with them. So this is a good, easy way to serve these at a party or a sleepover. Just have them on a toothpick and then serve them as a snack. So I'm going to give it a taste test. Delicious and really, really flavorful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see if you all try this. And I'd like to see what your variations are, or write in the comments what your favorite combination of sauces is to make these meatballs or the little weenies. So thank you all, and I'll see you next time.